Hey, what's going on guys? I'm Dr. P and welcome back today for another Fortnite video. Now in today's video, I want to talk about some of the most unpopular places to land, some of the worst places you can land right now, and what you could do to possibly fix some of those locations in the future. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to go ahead and drop a like down below. Remember, 1 like equals 7 days good luck in Fortnite. Make sure to go ahead and tap that like button up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's some new YouTube policy. Apparently, they're experimenting with different ways to show the subscriptions to the subscribers. So if you want to make sure you're being notified every time I upload a video and you're not missing anything, make sure to go ahead and tap that bell right beside the subscription box to make sure that you're getting every single notification. So with that said guys, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So like I said, I want to talk about some of the most useless locations in Fortnite, some of the locations that you might go to every now and then just to say, hey, I went there, I had fun, but you're not going to go there when you're actually trying to strategically win the game. There's a chance you might not agree with my list, and if that's so, that's fine. We're all allowed to believe different things, but definitely let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. And with that said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So number 1, Flush Factory. I can't remember the last time that I went to Flush Factory outside of a challenge. I'm going to say this for mostly every single place on this list. But Flush Factory, I remember I went there for my first ever duos win. If you guys know Raidaway, another awesome YouTuber, I definitely played with him my first ever duos game. And we won the game, which was really strange, and that's kind of why I remember Flush Factory. But for most people, it's a useless place that you might not have ever been to. And if that's the case, I definitely don't blame you, because it's just been there forever, and it has basically no use at all. The loot there is just about as terrible as anywhere else that's bad, and it's just not all that good on the map. It's way out there on the edge, so you're going to have to run basically a really far way to get back into the safe zone. Next up on the list, Moisty Mire. Now it does look like Moisty Mire is actually going to get destroyed at some point in the future over the course of Season 4. That's been the popular leak, the popular rumor, and it definitely all does make sense and add up, so I wouldn't be surprised if Moisty Mire is deleted and just completely destroyed at some point in the future. But Moisty Mire, as it stands right now, is a place that has, you know, all this water and muggy stuff, and it slows you down, and the only good thing about Moisty Mire, as well as Wailing Woods in my opinion, is really just the amount of trees there that can give you like 50 to 70 wood every time you hit it, which is awesome. I always love to go to when I do go to Moisty, I always make sure I hit the trees because it's a very good part of Moisty. But overall, it's somewhere that's in the southeastern corner of the map. Not a lot of people really go there all that much unless the circle ends there. So I think it's pretty useless, and it looks like they're gonna do something to Moisty to destroy it. Hopefully something new will be built there in its place, something new, something fresh, but we'll just have to wait and see. Next up on the list, we have Tomato Town. Now, Tomato Town is another place that's been in Fortnite since it launched a long time ago, and essentially it's a place that's been very dried out. It's very small to begin with. There's not that much loot, and the value is pretty small right now. But this is actually an idea by Reddit user Daft Vader, and here it is on screen. This image is by him, and basically you can see it's Tomato Town Revamped. It says, turn this land of wasted potential into a large riverside Italian town. It would fit the pizza theme. Players who always drop tilted can go somewhere else. It also makes the tomato guy happy, because obviously that's the #1 goal of this entire thing. Just trying to make the tomato guy happy. That's my guy right there. Got to make sure I come through for him. But I think a revamp for Tomato Town would be very, very cool, seeing that basically no one goes there outside of challenges, and this would definitely make a lot of hype around Tomato Town. You can see in the picture there, it really is kind of like a small riverside Italian town that would be very, very refreshing to see in game for sure. Next up, we have Loot Lake. Now, Loot Lake is somewhere that, again, you'll never go to off the start, barring a challenge or something different like that. And essentially, it's a place that no one likes to go to because basically you have to cross a lot of water, or you have to use your building materials to get across. And either way, you're going to be very exposed if you try to get to that middle house outside of just landing there right away when you start the game. So obviously, it's a place that not a lot of people go to because there's too much of a risk. And I think it's something that would very well benefit from replacing. I made a video a few days ago where I talked about a possible idea that would basically replace Loot Lake with a place called Pirates Point. It would basically just be like a bunch of pirate ships in Loot Lake that would be able to be used as cover if you're crossing, would have a bunch of loot, so if the circle ends in Loot Lake, you would at least have some places to go to instead of just being out in the open in the middle of the water, because absolutely nobody likes that. But I definitely think Loot Lake is a place that's pretty much dead content at this point. Let me know what you think down below. And finally, guys, the last place on my list is Junction. It's in the northwestern corner of the map, and honestly, it's just really not all that good. It does have a few chests, and it does have a lot of cars there that you can head for metal if that's what you're after, but metal usually isn't that good until late game when you can use it to make a permanent fortress. But Junction, you know, aside from being very close to Haunted Hills, which actually is not that bad, so if you were going to go to Junction, it's almost like you should have just swerved a little bit to the left and gone to Haunted Hills, because you would have gotten so much better loot. Not to mention you would have been at least a little bit closer to the center of the map, which would be more likely to have the storm. So that's about it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications to make sure you're getting every single notification for every video I upload. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below headset, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a great day and peace out.